athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Khan, the monster, in trouble. The monster finally goes down. Let's see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Beautiful counter shot. The jab not finding its target. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Khan in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put.
Switch back on.
Here we go. It's round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Counter punching. There's a counter shot. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. This fight a little bit. Hold it right there. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. And he misses with that straight left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Jab slightly off target. Nice counter. Swing and a miss with that left hook. And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music? And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off a very tough round. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They exchange punches. Good counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Robinson in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Changes everything, especially in this division. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jukan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. And there's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. Imagine seeing this punch coming and... they are going to surrender. No mas. And that will do it. The fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. This fight has a real good flow to it. Good counter punching. That counter shot lands. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything, you've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be... hold that thought! Galahad is rocked. Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. Ooh, Camacho is in trouble. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second.
That was a terrible round.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going? That will do it. They want no more. And that is that. They surrender. This is over. round. Who's going to land the first big shot? That jab doesn't find a home. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Perfect counter shot. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
And he scores with the counter. They both want the knockout. That counter shot lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here. On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch right up the middle. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Missing with the left hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. Khan, the monster, in trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. counter shot. Did well to block that right hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that hook. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. That counter punch caught him clean. So close with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jukan and that.
What's it do?
On to the fourth we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice punch. Counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Jukan goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
How about that time counter shot? Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they said.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Talk about Jukan in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it. On to the fifth we go. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Be surprised if they stop this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. After what we saw in that... Let's start the 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes in the belly of the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
His stamina is off the charts. They figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab won't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Jukan in that. And there's the bell for round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident.
Oh my God, Johnny! The monster! Dazed! Whoa, wait a minute! Jukan just got caught! Will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your blood.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what they're...
Well, Johnny, complete and